Ito, paglilitis tungkol sa isang karapatan ng isang mataas na opisyal ng ating bansa. So, para sa akin, napaka-premature pa na to give any judgment because as a lawyer, palagi nating sinasabi yung due process. Kaya, at isa pa, hindi ako palagi nanonood ng impeachment. So, you cannot ask me kung what would be my judgment or kung tatanungin natin yung mga panauhin natin ngayon, kung araw-araw ba sila nagmamasid ng impeachment bago sila mag-pass judgment. So I would reserve my judgment until the final presentation of evidence. So, sa akin, so far so good. And the prosecution has already rested this case. And now, let's give the defense a chance to finish its case also.
Just a quick follow-up, attorney, bilang isang practicing lawyer, mukhang ibang-iba po yung naging strategy ng prosecution versus that of the defense. Itong prosecution, they started with their strongest suit, kumbaga, Article 2, buhos kaagad ng ebidensya. Ito namang depensa, mukhang inuutay-utay po, dahan-dahan, pa isa-isa po itong pagpresenta ng ebidensya. Ano po ang tingin nyo dito sa kanilang in-adapt na strategiya?
I'm just sorry to say, yung sa prosecution talaga, alam naman na, mahalata mo naman, hindi sila handa eh. Kasi yung mga ebidensya nila, nakalap lang nila after the filing of the impeachment complaint. So, mahalata talaga na hindi sila handa. Kumuha lang sila ng ebidensya nung mai-file nila yung kaso. So, what do we expect? Talagang ganun mangyayari sa korte kung hindi ka handa. Sa depensa naman, siyempre, sila tigatanggap ng paratang, so they just have to defend it. Sasanggahin lang nila yung mga pinagsasabi laban sa kanila. So, they don't really have to present evidence to advance the cause of their client, but they just have to shield their client from those evidence presented against him. Kaya ako nasabi yung example yung sa dollar account, kung meron man, they don't have the duty to present evidence against the dollar account. Wala namang ebidensyang tungkol sa dollar account. So, I don't think kung maglalabas yung ebidensya, ng depensa ng ebidensya sa dollar account. So, you only have to defend against what is charged. Yun ang basic yan sa mga defense lawyer na katulad ko.
Attorney Mark, sabi nga ng prosekusyon, pinakamalakas na kaso nila laban sa punong maestrado itong tungkol sa salin. At ngayon nga, itong depensa, ito rin yung una nilang sinagot. Tanungin natin kay Attorney Tolentino, bakit nga ba napakahalaga ang pagpa-file accurately and on time ng salin among mga public officials?
Ito po ay under the concept of that a public office is a public trust. So, ibig sabihin po nun, ito yung transparency, no? Para it is an anti-corruption way of checking. Titingnan mo kung ito pang public official na to, tama ang kanyang assets dun sa kanilang kinikita. Ito po ang mahalaga dito. Pero gusto ko po sanang komenta ng konti yung sinabi ni Panyero dito, no? Nakita po natin yung tinanong nyo kanina, no? Yung pinakamalakas na ebidensya ang pinasok ng prosecution kaagad dun sa mga assets, no? Meron pong ganyan na sistema, na strategy sa trial. At meron din naman binibuild up pa, no? Ang question doon sa binibuild up and piecemeal na paglalagay, wala pa tayong magiging conclusion ngayon. Hindi pa maliwanag. Dahil ano pa lang po ang binigay ba ng depensa? Ang iniharap lang po nila yung mga land registration, yung land registrar, no? Yung title. Yun lang naman po. Hindi mo naman pwedeng tanungin yung land register, tama ba itong SALN na inilagay ni Justice Corona? Wala pa po yun. They don't have any personal knowledge. So, hindi man sila nagprepara ho niyan. At hindi rin naman silang bumili. So, wala tayong makukuha na value dun sa sistemang yon, no? Ang makukuha lang natin, as of this date, ano ba ang titulong nasa pangalan ni Corona at ano ang hindi. Ngayon, ano ho ba ang present naman dun sa pagbili ng nung property? ng BGI. If we remember, in the past, una pong lumabas ang 34.7 million na yan, inilabas unang-una ni Justice Cuevas. That was the time that they were questioning the ability of BGI, no, to give a loan to Corona. Kasi sabi niya, sabi ng depensa, kaagad no? May kwento na kaagad sila na, yung anong yan, yung perang yan, galing sa loan sa BGI. So, sabi ngayon nung wala na yan It is not a corporation anymore. Paano yan makakapagbigay? So, inilabas ngayon ni Justice Corona yan. Merong itong 34.7. So, anong pinapatunayan ng 34.7? Ang pinapatunayan lang po noon na may pera ang BGI na pwedeng pautang.
Makita natin, Cathy, na there are as many opinions as there are lawyers. And in fact, lawyers will take on an opinion kung siyempre hinire po silang ibilang abogado. Kung si Attorney Ifurong ay hindi kumbinsido, si Attorney Aleta naman ay kumbinsido, tanong po natin dito tayo sa isang business writer and columnist. Sir Andrew, malinaw ba sa inyo, from a layman's perspective, yung issues na nalahad after the defense presented their case for the last 2 weeks?
Oh naman, it's pretty clear, but the defense has not yet, as mentioned earlier, really brought out their entire arsenal of defenses and proofs, no. But this thing I have to say, I am quite pleased with. In as far as the business community is concerned, we are quite pleased with the way the proceedings are being handled. We think it's equitable. We think it's fair, handled very professionally. And I think, Mark, it can't be denied it's resonating well in not only in investments, but also in the stock market. No? So all in all, to answer your question, are the issues clear to us? Yes. Is it good for us? Yes.
Mr. Masiga, just a follow-up. So are you saying that what is going on in the impeachment trial has a direct impact on the economy and the business?
Yes, Kathy, it does. And it does because of perception, okay? It's all about country imaging, and the way the world perceives us is how much, is directly proportional, rather, to how much they will invest in the country. And I'm really pleased to announce, this data hasn't been released yet by the Bangko Sentral, but initial figures for the first quarter, rather for the first 2 months of the year, indicate that investments are even up.
Yes.
So this tells me, Mark, that the whole process of impeachment and the exercise of democracy is resonating well to the international community. Just to give you an idea, last year, the country realized 1.15 FDIs, foreign direct investments. As of the first 2 months of the year, we've already done 247 billion pesos, equivalent to about 5 billion. So that's 5 times the whole year.
That's right. Mukhang
amazing.
Itong foreign
It's
direct
amazing.
investments in the first year of President Aquino, medyo mabagal, they were waiting and observing, tapos nung medyo gumana na yung kanyang gobyerno, biglang pumasok naman lahat. We're joined at this point by our beloved former Senator Sagisag. Welcome back to the show, sir. At kasama din po natin isang batang-batang graduate po ng political science. Ito po, nag-aral po sa ibang bansa. So she's bringing to the discussion, Cathy, a perspective ng isang Pilipina na nabigyan ng training abroad. Miss Roxanne San Jose, welcome to the show.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong sa akin dito sa guest.
Alright.
Okay. Senator Sagisa, gusto ko po kayong tanungin. Kanina po ay ikinumpara ng ating mga lawyers itong naging taktika ng prosekusyon at ng depensa. Yung prosekusyon daw po ay they started with their strongest accusation against the Chief Justice, which is the SALN po. And yung depensa naman ay medyo unti-unti binibuild up nila yung kanilang mga ebidensya. Ano pong masasabi nyo dito sa nagiging taktika ng magkabilang panig?
Bias. No, but so far, all that we have seen ng defense, kenkoy evidence Meaning, verification, settled na yun Sa halit na may mag-retract, nadagdagan pa, 200. And then, mga register of deeds, walang kinala. As you said, I mean, nakikita lang nila yung record. Kaya, the defense wasted 2 weeks. Dahil lang inaabangan talaga ng tao, yung mga coronas who will present sa pananaw ng defense a legally tenable, intellectually respectable, and psychologically satisfying defense. So far, ito, very long foreplay, tapos na-interrupt pa sa Mayo na yata. Hindi ko natatanong kung anong taon Till 2012 naman siguro.
This year naman po, sir.
Sana.
Okay, gusto ko balikan si Attorney Balmes. Attorney, may dalawang major schools of thought. On one hand, some are saying dapat mataas ang ebidensya required because we're removing the highest magistrate of the land. On the other hand, nagsasabi, konting ebidensya lang matanggal na siya because he is expected to be displaying utmost integrity. Bilang professor po ng ethics, ano po ang tingin ninyo?
Tingin ko po ay dun ho ako sa pangalawa. Kasi bilang isang umuupo sa pinakamataas na posisyon at tingin ko naman lahat ng abogado ay nag-aspire mapaupo dyan, dapat you have to have moral ascendancy. It must be beyond doubt. Not the criminal aspect na proof beyond reasonable doubt, pero yung sinasabi natin palagi, a judge must be pure. If he is not pure, he must at least appear to be pure. At ang kailangan po siguro na ang iyong moral ascendancy napakataas. Kasi ikaw ang, kumbaga sa Tagalog, ikaw ang nagtitimon. Ikaw ang tumatayong beacon for all others to find their bearing. Particularly their bearing in judicial ethics. So, sa akin pong paniniwala, sinasabi ko sa mga estudyante ko sa law school, tingin ko ay kailangan ikaw ay accountable sa kahit maliit na pagsukat. Yun po.
Ito nga question na ito, Mark, ay iniraise nung isang araw ni Senadora Santiago. No? Sinabi nga niya na yung bang pagkakamali sa SALN is enough to impeach a public official. Tanungin natin itong ating mga kabataan na kasama ngayon. Carl, sa tingin mo, ito bang mga hindi na i-file o mga hindi na i-declare at mga inconsistency sa SALN, anong dating nito sa'yo?
Ako po, natutuwa po ako na parang household name term na yung SALN at sa susunod na eleksyon, hahanapin din natin yung mga SALN, yung mga sino man tatakbo or yung mga nasa pwesto. Yung nakakalungkot lang for me is parang you swear to the contents of the SALN. Parang, yes, we can argue na we have to determine kung ano yung range na pwedeng payagan, etc. And maybe the senator judges will do that. Pero the fact na nagsinungaling ka dahil nag-swear ka dun it's may kulang. For me, it's a big issue for me. So sana hindi makalimutan yun ng mga senator judges.
Tanong din natin kay Miss San Jose, Roxanne, itong ang sukatan, itong SALN, is this grave enough an offense to cost the Supreme Court Chief Justice his position?
Naniniwala po ako dyan kasi nga yung SALN, it's part of public trust. Kaya nga yung sweldo mo bilang politician, maliit lang tapos ang dami-dami mong properties. So, nakakapagtaka